Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Been meaning to do a New Game Plus stream since I knew New Game Plus was going to be coming out for ARR with the ARR squish. Just had to wait for it to actually come out to be available for ARR. That said, I'm not even sure which class to even do this on. I've done a Realm Reborn through Shadowbringers on Bard. That's the main class that I play. Anyone who's watched me on YouTube for a while can attest to. That's the class I do my speed runs on, usually the class I'm recording on. So I'm not sure which class to do this on. Unfortunately, you can't get XP rewards, so I couldn't use it to level up Gunbreaker or Dancer, which are the last two classes I need to get to level 80 to get my Amaro mount. It's too bad you can't get Blue Mage all the way up to level 80, because that could be interesting. That could be fun. Let's see, who should we pick? Who should we pick? Well, in all honesty, I like Gridania better than the rest of the zones, at least as far as starting goes. So, and I'm not that big a fan of running questing as a healer, so I think I'll go Dragoon, and we'll start New Game Plus as Dragoon and muddle my way through this until I relearn how to do this class. Let's see, where is it? Oh no, where's the New Game Plus? There it is. A Realm Reborn. And they split it up into 6 parts. That's... I don't even know why they would split it up into 6 parts. You probably could have split it up into 4 and it'd been perfectly fine. But it is what it is, I suppose. So we'll start with Section 1, and we'll do a little bit each week until we get to the end of Shadowbringers Part 2, and hopefully by the time we get that far, we'll have Shadowbringers Part 3. Although, well, I guess I don't know how they split Stormblood up into 4 parts, and how Shadowbringers is going to be split up into how many parts. I know it's going to at least have a Part 3, because this should end with 5.3. So this should go through at least 5.4, if not 5.4 and 5.5. I don't see why it wouldn't do both parts, considering that it should just be the 2 of them, those last 2 patches before the expansion. But I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Anyway, away we go. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm still level 80. And I can still teleport everywhere, so that's unfortunate. Oh, sweet, I do have the level 80 Dragoon gear. Let's... No, I don't want to die. Let's cast that on there so that way we don't look like a total dweeb. Wrong button. I guess we'll just have to deal with that weapon for right now. And now, before we start, let's just go to what's his face in the Ondo Cups and get the appropriate weapon for this set. And then we'll go to Gridania. And I can still fly. That's not what I'm trying to click on here. Okay, so you start the MSQ for A Realm Reborn New Game Plus on the level 4 quest. So I guess they skip making you run around to all the guild or whatever guild that you're going to join right off the bat. Huh. He's not even available. Well, we can't have that, so let's see if we can't exit New Game Plus real quick, and we'll just start back in a moment, and so we can get that weapon. Okay then. Then we can cast this glamour on this. Yes, I am aware that I am still wearing the Ronkin gear, but I have not updated most of my classes. I usually don't because they're not classes I play. So why would I upgrade their gear? I'll probably work on it when they introduce the last set of gear in 5.4, and then we'll be ready to go for whatever the next expansion is. Okay then. I really wish that they would have started this or made you start back at level 1 and just like, even if you weren't getting experience, but as the levels progressed from each quest, you were just upgraded to that quest level, or that level for the appropriate level for that quest. It would make it a lot much more engaging experience, I'm guessing, than just, oh, well, here, go run around as level 80 and kill this stuff. Because if I'm level 80 and they're making me kill level 4 or 5 things, this is going to be really boring. Sophianne, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? Why, yes, I have. It's a training ground just outside the city where soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. They use spears and bows for the most part. I can't recall a single time seeing any of the Wood Whalers or the God's Quiver using a sword. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't recall that. I'm pretty sure they all use spears and bows. And I think you may be used to them. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you need help. Do not stray far from the path. 12. But maybe I want to take a stroll through the underbrush. Oh, it's the first time I noticed that, but I didn't notice that this set actually has a dragon's tail on it. That's amusing. Yep, nothing is scaled up to the appropriate level for being level 80, so this is just gonna be like, why? Why am I subjecting myself to this other than to replay the story? Power, the elementals wanes, yada yada yada. Harmony in the forest gives way to chaos. Yada 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 yada. As outsider, the 12's wood is alien. I mean, even once I finish ARR and everything gets better, nothing seems to have gotten better. Finish sacred duty, and it's my hope the adventurers such as you will offer them aid in their struggle. Listen to their request and do all you can do. May the elementals bless your endeavors. That as well, but I cannot in good conscience. Look, man, you can tell just by looking at my gear that my gear is far superior to anything that you and any of your comrades are wearing. You think I passed muster? I think I passed muster and then some. By, what's the gear level for the Ronkin set? Like 430 or something? 440? So, either way, at least, what is it? 20s, 100, at least 80 times over. I mean, 3 quests in a row of basically this guy talking. Such fun. Very suspicious of individuals have seen prowling the 12's wood, and I'm going to be perfectly honest here, other than you mentioning it a few minutes ago, I cannot recall any of the other quests prior to this quest mentioning suspicious individuals, even when I first started playing. You may also be aware the XIV activity, yet, well, it's always increasing. What you may not know is this increased coincided almost exactly with the first recording sighting of the aforementioned individual. Yeah. Suspecting a connection, Titan surveillance, tracking down an unknown visitor. Corey is proving exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. Shocking. It's always the case. We can never catch this guy without your help because they always seem to know what we're thinking and what we're planning. How did so many sightings at this place and of this person and the XIV somehow not allow you time to like surround the place and wait for them to just like show up? You know, it would have been easy. I'm pretty sure it would have been easy to surround the place and just wait. throw down some camouflage netting, crawl underneath it. Would have been great. Oh yeah, then I can fly. This should be amusing. I think I'm going to be scaled down to level 9. I don't even remember how much or what abilities I have at level 9.
Look, someone's already here.
Yes, it's a shock at that.
Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea. It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the 12's Wood, we almost ended up as a stranger dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papolimo's fault, of course.
Not even close.
Though he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong. You know her, Kuplo Cobb?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that.
So it just turns on and off without him touching it.
Seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow. And this sort of thing happens.
No, it's just a few big old trees. It's not like it's that big a deal.
It seems we have little choice.
If only I had an AoE done already. He said I gotta kill all these guys individually. Oh right, you pick up your first crystal like super early in Gridania. Or all three of them really. No, actually I think Limsa, it's a bit farther into the quest line before you get your first one. But at Ul'dah and Gridania, it's like super early.
Hear, feel, think.
I'm hearing you and I'm feeling kind of let down by this system, and I think it's going to be really boring. At least until you get up into towards the end of Stormblood, where mobs might actually present somewhat of a challenge.
Crystal bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath dark up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light.
I find it really hard to
liveth in thy
believe that
heart.
you go up to this little tiny crystal floating around her, and only 5 minutes later or so, or whatever, that you realize, hey, there's this giant crystal right next to me.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
But there was like 6 people here. Which child are you quote unquote talking about? God, I hate Moogles.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an
Better?
excellent chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter.
Giant
Yeah.
crystals?
Oh,
Can't say
loud,
I've seen any.
tactless. Much the same
Are
as
you
always.
sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop. Please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumiyan. We shall soon return to give a full report.
I thought it was Isumiyan, but, you know, who's to say? Because, much to my chagrin, they changed voice actors for basically everybody. And actually, I'm pretty sure everybody going into Heaven's Ward, so I don't remember. Well, now Papa Limo never brings up the Conjurer Guild Guildmaster again by name, so I couldn't tell you how they pronounce it either. So I just assumed it was Isumiyan.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock. You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and then I'm going to point out that the Moogles don't make sense here. They kind of imply early on in the story that you have to be gifted to be able to see them. But then they change their minds halfway through AR or something and be like, oh no, you can see them if they want you to see them. But if they don't want you to see them, then you can't see them. It's like, that doesn't make sense. Either they're invisible unless you're gifted, or they're not. Pick a lane. Well, at least being able to fly is going to make this shorter. Yeah, Ida, or, well, I'd have to get into spoilers for talk about that, but Ida is nowhere near a quote-unquote scholar from anywhere. I mean, they could at least give me some gil for completing these quests. It would be nice. Like 1 or 2, just to 10 something small. So it's not worth, like, so it's not like it doesn't crash or flood the game with too much gil from people just being able to spam through these quests, but still at least give some kind of reward for doing them if you're going to do them. Okay, well. Jumping attacks. Blood of the Dragon. Panel Litany. Well, actually, let's go hit a training dummy for a moment or two. See if I can't figure this rotation out again. As the god. So this one should be here. And this one from the side. Okay, I think we got it. I think 4 is the AoE. Yes, 4 is the AoE. Okay. Are we still on? Stupid striking dummy. Right. Right here. And yet this is like the only time that you ever hear of the Trappers, quote-unquote Trappers League. going spelunking because some idiot was afraid of bugs. I remember going into this cave the first time. I think I actually died because I didn't realize how many Yarzon are actually in this freaking cave. I could be wrong. It's been more than 2 years since that time, so I just may not remember correctly, but it is what it is. Well, being level 80 and being able to fly certainly makes this a lot easier, though. It's a hunt person, but the last time I pulled a hunt person by myself, people got mad because it was killed before they got there, and it's like, come on, people. It's a hunt mark. It's going to respawn. We were doing maps at the time. It spawned literally right where our map was. Like, what did you expect to happen? It to not be accidentally pulled? Oops. Double click there without meaning to. Oh well. It's not like she says anything important, to be honest. Pretty much 90% of the starting quests in all the zones are basically just go. They're just, I don't even know how to describe them. They're busy work is what they are. Like, we don't know who you are. We don't care. Just go do this. Egg, an egg, where's an egg? There needs to be an egg around here somewhere. There's an egg. Well, what if I eat the egg? You think she'd still be pleased to see me? Probably not, but it is what it is. Who goes there? Oh, it's Sophie Ann. It's like the people know me already or something. I mean, he says that, but there's no amount of haste that would change. I could go do a million other things, come back in 10 years, and this quest would still be a matter of haste because reasons. Oh, we have time for this guy over here. But 5 remain unaccounted for. Oh my goodness. The horror. When you're the appropriate level, this area right here is kind of a pain in the butt because just how many imps there are and how quickly they spawn. Like you kill one, you have enough time to click on one of these people, then like half of them respawn. They said the creature was already there, born of darkness, but then the golem doesn't get called upon until after you show up. Which one is it, people? Which one is it? Consider how much damage your normal melee attacks would do. I could probably hit your AoE attack and I'll barely feel it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Of course they're trying to summon their primal. That's all they know how to do. Summon their primal, get beat down. Summon their primal, get beat down. They all died. Why does his have a glowy thing on top of it, but hers doesn't? Yeah, I don't see why they would even care that, like, if the Gridanians had no more use for the dungeon, but they just didn't give it back right away. I don't think the elementals would care. They'd just be like, okay, well, maybe they still have a use for it, or weren't even thinking about it in the first place. Well, now that this spelunking trip is over. I will say, I kind of understand the reason for it, but the sheer randomness of how certain quests are voice acted and certain quests aren't voice acted is kind of weird. Like I know the reason for it is because, to my understanding, the length of time it takes to say certain things in different languages is different, or differs so greatly that they basically were trying to go, okay, well, is this line important enough where we can change the pace of the voice acted dialogue to match or to be relatively the same, or does it really need to be voice acted and match the voices and the character voice acting relatively to the same regardless of the language, or to match the language, or does it not need to be voice acted? It's basically the distinction there, and I get it, but that doesn't make it any less weird when you have quests that go from voice acting to quests that don't have voice acting. I mean, I understand it's expensive. They did it with SWTOR, and they're still doing basically almost all completely voice acted there, but, or at least as far as I'm aware. But I'm sure that's expensive. But my in-room was already available, and I could already do these. You expect great things of me, young lady. I mean, that is why they call her Mother Mion, I suppose. Yeah, not gonna lie, this New Game Plus system, not that great. I think that the biggest way that you could improve it, at least for characters that are already level 80 or have all their classes at level 80, or well, for people who have finished Shadowbringers, basically the best way that I can see to improve it is either make it give experience so they can use it to level up all jobs, or to scale the character down to the appropriate level for the quest, or the equal to each quest, and as they're going through it, they get levels to match the quest that they're on, not necessarily gaining levels on their own, but as the quests progress, their level progresses with them, or with the quest, and that would make it a far better experience, at least in my opinion. How about I just go stab them? I am level 8. It would be far more efficient than anything that you could ask me to do right now. Chocobo murder? I'm not quite sure I would go that far over a broken egg. It just sounds like a dropped egg. Destruction of property maybe, but not chocobo murder. How about I just kill all of them? I could probably kill all of them. Unlikely. Mushroom collecting, how fun. I mean, they could have also easily squished a lot of these quests together and just given a bigger boost of experience when you're finished with the quests. Or, to be perfectly honest, you really don't need to boost them with all the side quests that you can do. And especially if you have things like the Aetheryte Earring and the brand new ring. Or, well, I guess if you're a new player, you wouldn't have the brand new ring necessarily, but you could have the Aetheryte Earring if you bought Shadow. I think you get it if you buy Shadowbringers. I think you could still buy the collector's edition and get the Aetheryte Earring. Either way, but you could get the Aetheryte Earring. Even without it, I'm pretty sure you could still get enough experience squishing a lot of these quests with just the side quests, just to keep pace with the quests. Would be smarter in my opinion, instead of having to go, oh well, go talk to this person. Well, now that quest is done. Well, now you have to re-talk to them to go do this other quest, even though they're going to send you basically back in the same direction you were going to go anyway. And see, you were going to go back down here anyway, so why have split the quest up when you could just go back down here anyway? Nothing supremely interesting. What gave it away? The fact that I have this really cool gear? Right, so the vultures are coming farther north because a lazy swab in the literal sense is just not doing his job. Which, to be perfectly honest, is 95% of the quest game. It's not that they can't do what they're asking you to do. You're there and you'll do it for them because you just will. You say that, but I don't believe you. Yeah, being able to fly makes doing this quest line so much quicker. You can just fly right over the mountains rather than just having to ride around them or run around them as you would at this level, or would have at this in this chain at this level. Remember, you couldn't get the wood whalers to deal with this before I got there? See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not that they couldn't have gotten this taken care of, it's that you're right there, and so why don't you just go take care of it for us? We're going back to Bent Branch now. Because you're an idiot, that's why. I love how the guards were at the gates were able to see the stables and see where the guy was running off to from basically a non-vantage point. Oh, where am I going? Like, there's no way they could have seen the stables from where they were standing or seen where whoever was in the stable where was going. And it's also amusing that they just assumed that he was going to Tamtara Deepcroft. Because, let's be perfectly honest here. You get on this road going south, you can easily go to the South Shroud. There's no reason to detour to Tamtara Deepcroft. And no reason you would know from just the gate that they were going to Tamtara Deepcroft. The fact that they did is a 50-50 assumption that amazingly, well, it is a video game that it pays off, but the assumption should not have been the assumption that they made. This isn't fair. Like, there was no challenge in that whatsoever. Yeah, but all the Moogles look the same, so I'm not sure, even if I described it to you, that you'd be able to tell one from the other. You would think they wouldn't have to be told that something like this was going to happen. Or that the Ixal were flying over the Guardian Tree. They would already know, but apparently they have to be told. Wait. Stupid thing. Okay. Must have hit the wrong button. Okay. I just realized she has different ear clips than the ones that are available in the game. And that kind of upsets me a little bit, because if they can have different ear clip models, but everyone else is just defaulted to the same ear clip model, makes me want to have more ear clip models. It's dangerous, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until after we figure out what we're going to be doing. Huh. I just realized the title of this stream is completely wrong for what the stream is. But I really don't feel like going and changing it at the moment. So we'll just let it sit there. It'd be so nice if there was an Aetheryte in the Adventure Guild Hall here in Gridania, so you can just teleport directly from there. Same in Limsa. Well, actually no, there's one outside Limsa, basically, and one outside the quicksand. But the Aetheryte, like the main Aetheryte in Gridania, sure, it's right next to it, but it's a lot farther to travel from outside the Adventurers Guild Hall to the Aetheryte than it is to the Aetheryte Charge in Ul'dah and Limsa. Yeah, the fact that you guys didn't notice this and had to be told concerns me. Yeah, that's a good question. I was asking this when I first was told about it 5 minutes ago. I mean, seriously, how did they escape everyone's notice except for the random chocobo breeder guy in Bent Branch? The one guy who has literally no business to even care about it is the one guy that noticed it, and everyone else whose business to care about it did not. Makes perfect sense. I remember talking to the Bowlord guy before actually going and doing this before, but I guess you can just run straight into the quest and an area and it just throws you in there. No, I guess you do talk to him, but yeah. I mean, why did you run up and then stop? And you could have just ran up and started shooting. It would have been the prudent thing to do. No, it's just a convenient excuse to leave me by myself. Knowing what I know about the Ascians, I have to wonder, is that something he created himself, or is that actually a void scent that he just summoned from whatever world of the darkness, or whatever it's called? No, I'm pretty sure I had it well in hand. Yeah, even mean scaled down, being able to have level 80 gear makes this way too easy. They should maybe, I don't know, even when they scale down gear, it's scaled down in a weird way where you're still stronger than with that gear than you would be normally in the content when it was current. I don't know, maybe force people to wear or give them level 5 gear or level 10 gear, like just every few levels give them a new set of gear. Is that way that matches the difficulty of the content, so it's not just something that they can run right through, unless the whole point of this is just to see the story. But then it's kind of, you're kind of bored, like between, or when you're doing all the fights and things, like you're not even, it's not even a challenge. Yeah, you don't want to take the body and examine it or anything? Just Quivermen move out? Leave it laying here underneath the guardian tree, the whole sacred tree thing? No, you won't. What will be faster, going back to the white gate or the blue badger gate's probably faster because the 8th right, well, at least is right there versus having to run farther going through the white gate. I should probably fix the bitrate on this. So I'm looking at the stream, it's all blurry when I'm moving. Oh, yeah, I'll look into it for the next time.
Elder Seedseer. My lady.
I am come to express my gratitude for your valiant efforts before the Guardian Tree. I am informed that an adventurer of singular talent now walks amongst us. You are she, are you not? My name is Kan-e Senna, and it is my solemn charge to watch over all who call Gridania home.
You need to fix those earrings too. They do not go with this Dragoon set at all.
Well met and welcome to our fair nation. It was your valor that won us the day, I believe. On behalf of all Gridanians, I offer you my humblest thanks. This gift I present to you as a small token of my gratitude. I hope that you will ever remain a friend to Gridania. Green Bliss is coming. It is an age-old ceremony to renew the bond between man and elemental. Over the centuries, it has blossomed into a joyous festival encompassing Gridanians from every walk of life. I should be most gratified if you would participate in the ceremony as emissary.
Oh, such a great honor.
I look forward to seeing you on that most joyous of days. Till then, fare you well.
Basically,
May you
like
walk in the light of the
20
crystal.
minutes from now, guys. Just go get this mass thing. I mean, not one from on a half-decade long vacation, but, you know, for that, it's gonna bug me. Oh, fine. We'll just deal with it later then. I mean, you can try, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to fighting skills, I have more than the Timber Master. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I would win that fight. I should have done this because I didn't do it the first time, but I wonder if you can have the mask equipped but not visible and still do the ceremony.
Look! The Elder Seedseer.
12 bless her heart!
I do remember doing this the first time through and just not having any matching gear and it just looking atrocious to actually be doing this.
May she find favor with the elementals. This radiance. Could it be a crystal of light? Tell me true, has the Mother Crystal revealed herself to you? Did you bask in her light?
I mean, you're kind of getting off topic of your little ceremony here.
Have you, perchance, experienced sensations akin to ether sickness of late? That Heidelin would speak directly to this woman. There once were dauntless adventurers who fought in the name of Eorzea. When the primals threatened to bleed the land dry, these brave men and women rose to face them. When the Garlean Empire resumed its war of conquest, they rushed to the realm's defense. And when it was foretold that Dalamud would fall, they fought with all their strength to deliver us from certain doom. Yet as strong and as brave as they were, they, like so many, disappeared amidst the flames at Cartano. None have forgotten the heroes who gave all for the sake of a realm not their own. Yet when we try to recall their names, we find the pages of our memories are blank, as if bleached by the sun. And when we try to recall their faces, we see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt us and a blinding glare.
I mean, that's an interesting way to... What's the word? To be like, oh yeah, 1.0 happened and your character in 1.0 was totally there, but now we don't remember them anymore, so that's why your new character in 2.0 is totally somebody new that we don't even know, we've never even seen before.
Hence have these heroes come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Beholding you, illuminated by the glow of the crystal, I could not help but be reminded of them.
And completely sidetracked off your ceremony, because I'm pretty sure this has nothing to do with the ceremony we were supposed to be here for.
The crystal has chosen you for a purpose. Trust to its guiding light, and all shall be revealed to you in good time. Though none can say for certain what the future will bring, it is my belief that you may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm. For the power of the echo resides within you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if it's already breaking through the clouds on its descent, it's not going to be any more than just a few seconds before it hits the ground.
Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of.
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily.
Bunch of cowards. That you knew the barrier was there, and then you all freaked out like, oh my god, we're gonna die because one random fireball hit it.
We are being watched.
And then this right here, like, the Admiral asks her, like, is anything wrong when she sees them the first time? And then she's like, no, nothing. And then 5 seconds later, yeah, we're being watched. Like, why didn't you say that in the first place? Like, what was the point of saying there was nothing wrong and then saying we're being watched? I don't get it. I don't see the point of that.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the 7th hell!
And not gonna lie, Robon, the voice actor, for completely underacts. Like, there is no way that to underact anymore in this scene. Like, it's so bad, like, so underacted here.
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
And then I have to wonder, why is the General's wing shell working, but theirs is not?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis-Soix.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis-Soix.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
Well, and now suddenly his wing shell's not working, even though he didn't try it, but it was working literally 2 minutes ago.
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
for a massacre that already happened.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what?
And nobody turns around
We
to see
go
what she's
to
staring
take
at.
our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Sogin Muese Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskat Toga Hats Wadadorns. Sis Nigem, Fistun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she just called me fat. I mean, the fact that you fainted in the middle of her ceremony, it's kind of hilarious considering that she could completely bog down in this whole talk of the crystal thing and then completely fails to continue on with her ceremony. Let's see. We've been going for almost 2 hours now, and I think I've killed a grand total of, or have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 fights. Yeah, like them doing a squish of all the quests. It's fine, but if you're gonna do new game quests, you should at least have done something to make it interesting to the people who are doing it. But having done... Oh, I forgot to take that mask off. Oh well, I'll do it in a moment. But having done the starting quest for all 3 city-states, the fact that they all 3 had the same idea of doing this whole remembrance ceremony. Coincidence or plot? Either way, I guess it happened. It would take weeks by land. I don't think I ever really stopped to think about this, but that just makes me stop now and think that the scaling of this world is just completely bonkers. Like, you can do, we're set it to walk, and walk from the gate of Nald to Redania in like 20 minutes. Walking. Not running. Not riding a mount. Walking in like 20 minutes. And that is an ugly helmet. And that's probably my biggest gripe with this game, is that 99% of all the helmets and headwear are just terrible looking. Like, I see all the time people who play Viera and Hrothgar are like, all the time, like, well, let us wear these helmets. Why can't we wear these helmets? Why can't we wear these helmets? Like, why do you want to wear them? They're ugly as shit. Like, they're not worth wearing in the first place, so you kind of dodged a bullet. And everyone else is just like, what the hell, dude? I mean, I'm not sure she really needed to say that it wouldn't be all fun and games. I mean, like, who would really think in this realm, with all the problems in just the one nation that you were dealing with, that you would have assumed that the other two nations are obviously just going to be fun and games the entire time? And this is probably my favorite Final Fantasy song. I believe it's the song that, or a remix of the song from Final Fantasy 1, but quite literally. Although I must say I'm impressed that Chocobo Breeder dude there in the middle had time to come see you off personally. Like, aren't you busy in Bent Branch doing Chocobo Breeder things?
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
I have to wonder what they were attacking Mordona for. There's not really anything in Mordona worth taking.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core.
I mean, you could definitely say that about Ul'dah. Maybe Limsa. I mean, Gridania has its own share of problems, but I wouldn't say Gridania is rotten to the core. Limsa has its issue with pirates, but that's its own thing. But you could definitely make the argument that Ul'dah is rotten to the core.
Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Not gonna lie, the first time I watched this cutscene, I didn't realize what that was. And never really stopped to think about it.
Please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Like, I just thought it was like some kind of shipping container or something. I didn't realize it was actually the Ultima weapon.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of
Why take your
Magitech.
helmet off just to kill a guy and then put it back on? Just to show off the crystal in your forehead? But anyway, I think that's a good place to stop for now. almost 11:30. Been going at this for like almost 2.5 hours now. It's kind of the perfect stopping point at this point. We can pick this up next week. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you later.